Hello, my friends. Today, I want to talk about something very simple but very powerful. It is something that rich people have, poor people have, students have, and even the most successful people in the world have. That thing is time. Every day, all of us receive the same 24 hours. Not more, not less. So the real question is not how much time you have. The real question is how you use it. It does not matter who you are. You can be a student, a teacher, a business person, or a leader. You can be rich or poor, famous or unknown. Time treats everyone the same. This is one of the most important truths in life. And if you understand it, it can change the way you live. Many people believe that success belongs only to lucky people or talented people. They think some people have better opportunities. And yes, sometimes that is true. But there is one thing nobody can get more of. Nobody can buy it, borrow it, or save it for later. That thing is time. Every morning, life gives you a new 24 hours. This is your daily chance to move forward, improve yourself, and build something meaningful. The difference between successful people and others is often not intelligence or money. It is how they use their time. One person wakes up with no plan. They react to everything around them. They spend hours on distractions, small tasks, and useless entertainment. At the end of the day, they feel tired, but they did nothing important. Another person has the same 24 hours, but they use them with purpose. They know what matters. They spend their time learning, practicing, and working toward their goals. That is the difference. And that is why time is more valuable than money. If you lose money, you can earn it again. If you fail an exam, you can study and improve. If you lose a job, you can find another one. But if you waste 1 hour, it is gone forever. You cannot get it back. That hour becomes part of your past, and your future becomes weaker because of it. That is why wise people respect time. They understand that every minute matters, and every day is a chance to build a better tomorrow. A student should understand this very clearly. When you are young, it is easy to believe that you have a lot of time. You say to yourself, I will study later, I will start tomorrow, or there is still plenty of time. At first, these thoughts feel normal, but slowly they become dangerous. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and before you realize it, important years are gone. At the same time, someone else is using those same 24 hours differently. They are reading, learning new skills, improving their communication, and building discipline step by step. That is the real difference. It is not time. It is how time is used. Small daily choices create big results in the future. When you truly understand that time is equal for everyone, something changes inside you. You stop making excuses. You stop saying, I don't have enough time, because deep inside, you know the truth. The problem is not time. The problem is how you are using it. Everyone says they want success, but not everyone is willing to pay the price. Dreams are free, but building them costs time, effort, and discipline. Greatness does not come from wishing. It comes from what you do every day with your 24 hours. Look around you. Some people spend their mornings sleeping too long, their afternoons complaining, and their evenings wasting energy on meaningless things. Then they ask why their lives are not changing. But life changes only when your habits change. The moment you start respecting your time, your mindset becomes stronger. You become more focused, more serious, and more aware of what truly matters. And here is something important. Do not compare your beginning with someone else's success. Instead of feeling jealous, ask a better question. How are they using their time? Behind every strong result, there are many hidden hours of effort. Behind every confident speaker or successful person, there are long periods of practice that nobody sees. Success is simply well-used time repeated again and again. When you start seeing time as your greatest daily gift, you also become more responsible. Each day becomes a test. Life is quietly asking you, what will you do with the hours I gave you today? And your answer is not in your words, it is in your actions. If you use your time wisely, your future becomes stronger. If you waste it, your future becomes weaker. That is why one of the smartest decisions you can make is to stop asking for more time and start using your time better. Because in the end, life does not reward everyone who has 24 hours. Life rewards the people who respect those 24 hours and turn them into growth, skill, and progress. Most people do not fail because they're weak or untalented. They fail because they focus on the wrong things. Every day, we all have limited time, limited focus, and limited energy. That means we cannot do everything. If we try, we become busy all day but make no real progress. There is a big difference between being busy and being productive. Many people are active all day, but at the end of the day, they cannot clearly say what they achieved. They were moving, but not moving forward. Real progress comes from important work. Important work is the kind of work that builds your future. It improves your knowledge, sharpens your skills, strengthens your character, and moves you closer to your goals. For a student, important work means focusing on what really builds their future. It means understanding your lessons, practicing difficult subjects, improving your writing and speaking, reading useful books, and learning skills that you can use in real life. These actions may not always feel exciting, but they are the ones that create real results over time. The problem is simple. Important work is quiet, but distractions are loud. Social media, gossip, and short entertainment always try to take your attention because they feel easy and enjoyable in the moment. That is why many people give their best hours to things that do not improve their lives. So instead of asking, what do I feel like doing right now? Ask a better question. What matters most right now? Because success does not come from doing everything. It comes from doing the right things again and again. Imagine two students. Both have the same 24 hours. One uses that time to study with focus, review lessons, and practice. The other delays, gets distracted, and waits for the right mood. After some time, the difference becomes clear. One is growing, the other is stuck. Focusing on important work also means learning to say no. No to distractions. No to habits that waste your time. No to things that feel good for a moment but bring no real value. Saying no to small distractions is often the first step to building a bigger future. People who succeed are not always the ones who do more. They are the ones who protect their attention better. Because your attention is one of your most valuable assets. Where your attention goes, your future follows. If your attention is always scattered, your results will be weak. But when you focus on meaningful work, everything begins to change. Even 1 hour of deep focus can be more powerful than many hours of distraction. That is why you do not just need more time. You need focused time. Another important truth is that not all tasks are equal. Some tasks are easy, but do not move your life forward. Other tasks are difficult, uncomfortable, and require effort, but they are the ones that create real growth. Most people avoid them because they choose comfort today, but later they feel regret. Strong people do the opposite. They accept discomfort now so they can grow later. When you make important work your daily habit, something powerful happens. Your confidence begins to grow, not because you feel motivated, but because you see progress. And progress builds belief. You start to feel more in control of your life. You stop feeling lost. You stop depending only on motivation. Instead, you begin to trust yourself because you know you are moving forward step by step. This is how real growth happens. Not by doing what is easy, but by doing what matters. Not by filling your day with noise, but by filling it with purpose. Not by chasing distractions, but by choosing actions that truly change your future. And when you do that, your time becomes more valuable, your mind becomes sharper, and your future becomes stronger. Many people believe that success begins with motivation. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect energy, or the perfect feeling before they start doing something important. They tell themselves, when I feel inspired, I will study. When I feel confident, I will work harder. When I feel ready, I will begin. At first, this sounds normal, but it slowly becomes a dangerous trap. Because if you depend on motivation, your progress will never be stable. Some days you work hard, but many days you do nothing. The truth is simple. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Your feelings change every day. Some mornings you feel strong and ready, but other days you feel tired, lazy, or distracted. That is completely normal. But if your future depends on your feelings, your results will always be inconsistent. Discipline is different. Discipline means you take action even when you don't feel like it. It means you do what is necessary, not just what feels good. This is the real difference between ordinary people and high achievers. Ordinary people work when they feel motivated. Disciplined people work because they know it matters. Think about a student. If they study only when they feel motivated, they may work hard for one day and then stop for 3 days. This creates stress, guilt, and weak results. But a disciplined student follows a routine. They sit down and study even when they don't feel excited because they understand one important truth. Success is not built in one day. It is built every day. Discipline also gives you mental strength. When you are disciplined, you stop arguing with yourself. You don't waste energy asking, should I do it or not? You already know your responsibility and you take action. Slowly, you stop being controlled by your mood, your laziness, or your comfort. You begin to control your actions. And that is real power. Now, think about this. Many dreams do not fail because they're impossible. They fail because people are inconsistent. People have good goals, strong ideas, and honest intentions. But when things become difficult or boring, they stop. That is why motivation can help you start, but discipline is what helps you continue. And this is especially important for young people because the habit you build today will shape your future tomorrow. At a young age, it is very easy to choose comfort. It is easy to say, I'll do it later, or I'm not in the mood, or I just need a short break. These small delays feel harmless, but they slowly become a habit. One delay leads to another, and before you realize it, your important work is always being pushed away. This is how your future becomes weaker, not in one day, but little by little. Discipline breaks this pattern. It teaches you to act before your excuses become stronger. It reminds you that action should not wait for the perfect feeling, because if you wait to feel ready, you may never start. Discipline also builds self-respect. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your confidence grows. When you say, I will study at 7 p.m. and you actually do it, your mind starts to trust you. When you say, I will wake up early, and you follow through, you become stronger inside. But when you break your own promises again and again, you slowly lose trust in yourself. That is why discipline is not only about success, it is about identity. It shapes who you become. Now, let's talk about success. Many people dream of big results, but very few understand how those results are built. They imagine success as something fast and dramatic, like one big moment that changes everything. But real success rarely works like that. In most cases, success is built through small actions repeated every day. These actions may look simple. Reading a few pages, practicing one skill, studying one chapter, or improving one small habit does not feel special. It does not impress people. It does not create instant results. But this is the truth most people miss. Small actions, when repeated consistently, become powerful results over time. The mistake many people make is waiting for intensity instead of building consistency. They try to do too much at once. One day they study for many hours, and then they stop for several days. One day they feel motivated, but the next day they return to old habits. This creates a cycle of excitement and failure. It feels productive for a moment, but it does not create real progress. Real growth is not about doing something big one time. It is about doing the right thing again and again, even when it feels small. The person who makes small efforts every day will often defeat the person who works hard only once in a while. Why? Because consistency grows over time. Just like saving a small amount of money regularly can become something big, a small daily effort can also build powerful results. Every focused action adds something to your future, even if you cannot see it immediately. Think about a student who studies just 1 or 2 hours every day with full focus. They revise lessons, practice difficult topics, and improve their weak areas. At first, it may not look special. People may not notice any difference. But after a few months, that student becomes more confident and more prepared. After a year, the gap becomes clear, while others feel stressed and unready. This student has built a strong foundation step by step. That is how real growth works. It is not fast, but it is real. Nobody becomes strong or successful overnight. People grow by making the right decisions in small moments again and again. One good decision may not change your life instantly, but repeated good decisions will. Now, let's talk about something that destroys this process: distraction. Distraction is dangerous because it does not look like a problem at first. It feels normal. A few minutes on your phone, one short video, one quick scroll, but these small moments slowly take away your focus, your energy, and your time. Today, distraction is everywhere. Your phone, your apps, your notifications, they are all fighting for your attention. If you're not careful, you will stop controlling your day. You start reacting to everything around you. And when that happens, deep focus disappears. Success needs concentration, but concentration cannot exist in a distracted mind. When you move from one thing to another again and again, your brain becomes weak and restless. You lose the ability to stay with one task, and without that ability, it becomes very hard to learn, improve, or build anything meaningful. That is why protecting your attention is one of the most important life skills. Your attention is powerful. Whatever you focus on grows. If you focus on learning, your knowledge grows. If you focus on practice, your skills grow. But if you give your attention to useless things, your progress becomes weak. So remember this simple truth. Your future follows your focus. So thank you for your listening. Goodbye for now.